All right, everyone, we would like to introduce to you the Bombshells tonight. Skating tonight for the Bombshells, you have 151 Ash Smash'em. Sorry, you have number 151 Ash Smash'em, number 182 Hannibal Lecture, number 24K Gold Digger, number 55 Skid Vicious, number 555 Stevie Thunder, number 6 Tornado Alley, number 60 Gwen Coco, number 600 Thigh Voltage, number 835 Scaren Jaeger, number 9 MK3 Gypsy Danger, number 44 Dirty Carrie, your co-captain, number 1897 Impaler Swift, your co-captain,
and our next team taking the track tonight will be the Coffin Draggers. Yeah, let's hear it for the Coffin Draggers. Come on. All right, skating tonight for the Coffin Draggers is 1029 Reckless Rose, 1300 Psychosis, 1312 Bones, number 18 Embezzlement, number 2011 Colette Razorcat, number 59, Raoul Juke. Number 626, Remy Ruckus. Number 73, Shirls. Number 8020, All Beef Batty. And number 96, All of You Die. Your co-captain for the Coffin Draggers tonight is number 1951, Hellatrix Lestrange. And your captain is number 616, Aunt Tifa. And helping the Coffin Draggers on the bench tonight is... Sorry, Bender. And... Grant, thank you. Did not know what his name was. I am so sorry. And also helping out the Bombshells on the bench tonight is Infidel Castro and Show Nuff. New to Bank Track Roller Derby, let us help. Each team will send 5 skaters to the track. 4 of those skaters are blockers, and 1 of those skaters is the jammer. The jammer is the skater with the star on their helmet. They are the ones who can score points for their team. The whistle will start the 60-second jam, and everyone will begin skating. The goal is for your team's jammer to break free from the pack, which is made up of the 2 teams' blockers, to come around and pass opposing team skaters. For every opposing skater they pass, they secure 1 point for their team. At the end of the bout, the team with the highest score wins. All right, we are starting for real this time. Jamming for the Coffin Draggers first is number 96, All of You Die.
Jamming for the Bombshells is Dirty Carrie.
All right, both jammers are fighting to get out of the pack.
Olive in the middle of the pack, and both jammers are on the ground, it looks like.
Ooh, Olive almost gets out, but is taken to the infield by Scaren Yeager.
Oh, this is a jammer race. Dirty Carrie's lead jammer, and she decides to call it off because Olive was very close behind.
A very exciting first jam. No points for either team. Ooh, jamming for the Bombshells is number 600, Thigh Voltage.
And jamming for the Coffin Draggers is number 1, 3.
It's 1312 Bones.
Thank you.
Ooh, Bones is fighting at the front with Skid Vicious. Ooh, Volti gets out on the low.
Bones is fighting against a very strong 3-wall in the front of the pack.
Volti is coming around for some points right as Bones gets out.
Volti is going to try and get some points and call it off before Bones can approach the pack. Oop.
Volti was trying to hold some space for her blockers. It did not quite work out for her, though. And the Bombshells get the first 4 points of the game.
That is Scaren Yeager up there for the Bombshells, and
All of You Die for the Coffin Draggers. Yeager just tries to go straight through the wall, and it almost works for them. Ooh, and then Yeager gets out on the low in turn 2. Olive is still fighting, but manages to get out about half a track behind Yeager. Ooh, Yeager scores some points and calls it off before Olive can come around. And the Bombshells managed to pick up 3 more points, bringing their total to 7. We have number 6, Tornado Alley, jamming for the Bombshells.
And Hellatrix Lestrange for the Coffin Draggers. Hellatrix Lestrange goes high, almost gets out, falls.
Ooh, gets reabsorbed back into the pack. A big tumble in the turn, but Alley manages to get out in the second straightaway.
Hellatrix Lestrange does some fancy footwork and gets out.
Bombshells are trying to keep a point in the back for Alley. Alley manages to get some points and call it off.
All the points.
Well, not the jammer point. Almost all
All
of the
the pack points, which is still really good. Good job, Strange. Oh, good job, Allie. Sorry.
All right, jamming for the first time tonight for the Bombshells is Hannibal Lecture.
And your the captain of the Coffin Draggers, Antifa.
Antifa manages to almost get out very quickly. Oh, and gets out in the turn. Hannibal Lecture is right behind her, though. Bombshells are trying to get in the front to keep their points away. And Tifa picks up some of the points and calls it. You only get points for the hips you pass in roller derby, so if you can just keep yourself away from the other jammer.
It looks like Tifa was able to score the first points for the Coffin Draggers of this game.
We have Tornado Alley back out for the Bombshells.
And All of You Die for the Coffin Draggers.
Ooh, Alley runs out on the high before we even get to the first turn.
Olive stuck behind a wall of Bombshells.
And Olive gets out right as we're exiting turn 2. Bombshells are playing some offense for Allie, but she gets taken to the infield and calls it off. The Bombshells are on fire right now. And we have Bones back up on the jammer line for the Draggers.
And I believe that is Hannibal Lecture for the Bombshells. Dirty Carrie, never mind.
Carrie is in such a way that we cannot see her number. But we can see her beautiful face.
I could see the blonde hair, but not the length.
Which blonde bombshell is it on the jammer line? Who knows? It could be so many of them. Your current score is 12-3 with Bombshells in the lead.
Who's here for the Bombshells?
Come on, that was some very unenthusiastic cheering. And who's here for the Coffin Draggers? Oh, all right.
Who's here to watch roller derby?
Who just wants both teams to have fun, you know?
Woo. Oh no.
I just want to watch everyone have a good time.
I'm so enthusiastic I broke my bracelet.
I just want to make sure you guys know about our merch booth. The Arizona Derby Dames merch booth is where you can get your favorite league and team merchandise. We have brand new t-shirt designs from your favorite teams, and you can check out our discounted merch. That is also where you can get your souvenir cups for the night. Come grab some keychains, tote bags, patches, and more.
I'll be right back.
All right, the refs have decided that the Bombshells actually picked up 2 points in that last jam. Yay, more points. All right, we're returning to the action, and we've got Bones back on the jammer line for the Coffin Draggers.
And Dirty Carrie, not Hanny.
Yeah, it's definitely Carrie. We figured that one out. All right, both the jammers, hit the pack, and Bones almost gets out on the low, but is taken to the infield.
Dirty Carrie stuck behind a dragger wall
Ooh,
in the back.
And Bones gets out in turn 2. Carrie's still fighting in the back as Bones is coming around to pick up some points.
Ooh, almost gets all the way out and is taken to the low, to the infield by Impaler Swift.
And Carrie gets out to try to keep this to one scoring pass.
And Bones calls it off before Carrie can come around to get points.
The Coffin Draggers pick up 5 more points, bringing their total to 8. Ooh, and up on the jammer line. Ooh, the only jammer up on the jammer line for a power jam is Thigh Voltage.
That means this is our first power jam of the night.
If you're new to roller derby, a power jam means that only the Bombshells can score points in this jam.
Because the Coffin Draggers jammer got a penalty in the last jam. This is a very good opportunity for the Coffin Dragger, or for the Bombshells to increase their lead.
Volti is out of the pack and coming around for some points. Quickly gets taken up to the rail by Embezzlement and Olive.
Some hammer and nail action going on by the Coffin Draggers.
She's taken off the track by M and is going to try to push them out of play. They're out of play, which means they have to let her go. She's going around for some more points. She's got a little under 20 seconds left. We'll see what happens. All right, she picks up at least a few points in the back and gets on and calls it off. Those people in the front may have been out of play. If they were, that means High Voltage does not have to get on behind them. It seems like she did get some out of play points in the front. So High Voltage got 10 points in that power jam.
That is a successful power jam for the Bombshells.
And we have Aunt Tifa and Scaren Jaeger back on the jammer line, and like everyone falls over.
In all that chaos, out comes Scaren Jaeger as your lead jammer.
Aunt Tifa is still fighting as Jaeger comes around and gets some points. Jaeger hops out on the high.
That would look so easy. Jaeger coming around for some more points. Meanwhile, Tifa is still in the pack, has not gotten out yet. Jaeger came off the track.
The Bombshells were yelling at Jaeger to get on the track and go. Usually when you get hit off the track, you have to reset behind the person who hits you off. But if they came off or are out of play, you can just get on and go.
Looks like we're going to have an official timeout.
Can I say something really quick? So I want to let you guys know about Lost Dutchman Tattoo. Sorry, you can keep talking. This Lost Dutchman Tattoo is a tattoo shop specializing in various styles, from realism to traditional. You can also customize your own tattoo. Walk-ins are accepted, and the shop is located at 4121 North 19th Ave, east side of 19th Ave on the north of Indian School Road. Ooh, we have another challenge, this time from the Coffin Draggers. We do not know for what, but we'll find out soon, I'm sure. I'm assuming they're challenging their jammer penalty, but who knows?
That would make sense. Hey, looking to join the league and become a hard-hitting skater? We have tryouts coming up on March 5th. Minor skating experience is required. Visit our website to learn more.
It looks like the penalty is going to be upheld. They were challenging Aunt Tifa's jammer penalty, so this means it's going to be another power O for the Bombshells. All right, this early on, another power jam for the Bombshells is just what they need to really push their lead a little farther. Ooh, and not only are the draggers down a jammer, but they are down a skater. The Bombshells are sending up Dirty Carrie. We definitely know it's Carrie.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carrie gets taken to the infield by Remy Ruckus and is fighting against All of You Die, but gets out in turn 2. Bombshells are trying to catch Olive in the back to keep the pack slow.
Ooh, Olive's trying to play some defense on her own in the back.
Olive is successful. Just really hitting Carrie over and over, but Carrie gets out with a full scoring pass.
The draggers have made a wall in the back. Ooh.
And the Bombshells are trying to play some offense for Carrie, but then Carrie gets caught in the crossfire. It's taken to the infield, and so she calls it off.
Oh? It looks like we're going to have a Coffin Draggers power jam! Or not, we're having an official timeout.
It looks like the Bombshells were able to pick up 10 points, though, in that last power jam, bringing them to 43.
Have to curb my enthusiasm.
You're like, power jam, and then you're like, oh, wait, never mind. We got to wait and see. While we're waiting to see, I would love to let you guys know about the AZDD snack bar. Please make sure you visit our snack bar to grab a cold beverage or snack. All proceeds go back to the league, and your support is greatly appreciated. We're also just now hearing from Ref Boyardee that the food truck is really good. We haven't told you about that yet, but I'm going to take a second right now to tell you that you should head out to Flying K Barbecue. And apparently they serve up slow wood smoked barbecue meats and fusion entrees, and they are highly recommended by Refy. We'll mention it for sure.
Okay, yes, we are having a Coffin Draggers Power Jam. And this is going to be wild because there are only 4 blockers out there, and 2 for each team.
Rose is already out. We got Reckless Rose jamming. And she's coming around to get some points. The Draggers are trying to keep the Bombshells separate.
They're doing a very good job of that. While Impaler Swift is caught up with the Coffin Draggers. Not anymore, but Hanny was out of play. Rose takes the low for another scoring pass. The Bombshells have made a wall in the back. they have been able to stop her momentum for a little bit, but now she's back. She's got 10 seconds. Let's see if she can make it for another one. It's gonna be close. Ooh.
Let's see if she managed to pick up some points right there at the end.
That's gonna be a.
Hey, Sarge. What do you want us to say about Roller Rage? Just say it's like next weekend, 3rd through 5th, like games all day, essentially.
Yeah, I'd say just hey, you know.
How does it cost? What? Thank you.
That was a 19-point jam from Reckless Rose.
All gender, what's that?
What is the mission?
So
Anyway, we have Tornado Alley for the Bombshells right now, and I think that was embezzlement for the Coffin Draggers, but Tornado Alley called off the jam. There was some confusion out there. We don't know what was going on. Anyway.
Friday they start at noon. Saturday starts at.
That is Hellatrix Lestrange out there for the Coffin Draggers, and Scaren Yeager for the Bombshells.
All right, and they're off. Strange tries to get out on the low, but is stopped by Impaler Swift. Scaren Yeager is out in turn 2. Lead Jammer doing a little dance as they make it out, but Strange is also out, so maybe they should stop dancing and start skating.
Scaren Yeager looks to be coming up to a pack of.
It's a very strong.
Yeah, Coffin
black
Draggers
wall.
wall.
Strange dramatically exiting the track.
Is that the end of the quarter?
I think so. We'll see.
Dang, that went by fast.
It did go by fast. Such exciting action.
Time
The
flies
I
when
was
you're
gonna
having
say.
fun.
All right, that was the end of the first quarter. And since we have a little time, I would love to tell you guys all about Roller Rage. Roller Rage is an all-star bank track All right, and up on the jammer line for the draggers is All of You Die. And for the bombshells, it's Hannibal Lecture. For real this time. Olive and Hanny are both fighting their way through the back of the pack, but Hanny makes it out before we get to turn 1.
Olive is now out of the pack as well.
Skaron Yeager is trying to chase after Olive, but Olive still manages to get out.
Hanny trying to pick up some points before Olive makes her way to the pack.
And Hanny calls it off. Hanny's able to pick up 2 points. Oop, and up on the jammer line, it is number 600 Thigh Voltage.
And that is Bones for the Coffin Draggers.
Fun fact, Thigh Voltage is my BFF. Oh, yeah, see? That's how you know the love is real. Oh, wait, never mind. Volty's going down.
Goodbye, BFF.
The love is not strong enough to keep her up there. But we got Bones power jamming for the draggers. Gets out right away. Oh, my goodness. Very slow moving pack. We got Skid and Gold Digger in the back and a 2-wall. Ooh. Skid takes Bones to the rail. Miner in the back, stopping Bones on her own. And Bones gets out on a scoring pass.
With 30 seconds left, this could be a this could still be a successful Coffin Draggers power jam and help them increase their score and close the gap. I was trying to think of the words, leave me alone.
That's okay. All right, Bones is sneaking out on the low with the help of Reckless Rose, but only has like 3 more seconds.
No, that's Bill. Bill's put it up there.
All right, let's see how many points Bones was able to pick up. And the Draggers gets 10 points.
Meaning the gap is now 8 points? That is not a lot in roller derby.
I don't know.
This is gonna be a very close game.
Up on the jammer line, we have All of You Die and Skaron Yeager.
Woo!
And they are BFFs.
Yeah, I love both of these people. Fun fact, I used to skate with All of You Die, who is a former minor assault.
Yeah, this is Olive's first season in the adult league.
Woo!
And she gets out in turn 1.
And Skaron Yeager gets out, not close behind.
Yeager's chasing her down. Oh, Olive falls and calls it off. I mean, the whistle blew.
I think you can still call it off when you're on the ground as long as you did not exit the track.
This is true. I just didn't see her do it. I was at a weird angle. All right, we got Thigh Voltage and Hellatrix Lestrange. Strange is trying to steal my BFF, and that's not fair.
Shocked and upset.
I should stop distracting the jammers, but it's just so much fun.
Ooh.
They both the jammers get taken to the rail very quickly.
Hellatrix Lestrange looks like they might be able to push the bombshells out of play.
Almost.
Or not.
It seems, man, both jammers are just fighting real hard, and not a lot is happening for them.
It's a very strong bombshells defense.
All right, Strange finally gets out in turn 4. 30 seconds left on the clock. That's enough time to pick up points.
Volty is still in the pack. No, she's not.
All right.
Strange calls it off after picking up all the pack points. That is All of You Die for the Coffin Draggers and actually Hannibal Lecture for the Bombshells. That's her new name, actually Hannibal Lecture.
150. Okay, awesome. I will say that. That's what I'm here for. Oh my goodness, thank you. According to Dolly Spartan, who just called me on the phone, our 50-50 raffle is at $150 already. Also, on the phone, she told me I was very pretty, so I'm feeling great right now.
Ooh, all of you die almost got out. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, Hanny gets out. Actually, Hanny gets out.
Actually, Hanny actually gets out.
And Hanny's coming around and gets some points, but it's a very fast-moving pack.
All of you guys stuck behind a very strong red 3 wall in the
Hanny
front
really
of the pack.
slammed into that wall and gets out. He's got 33 more seconds to get some more points.
Olive's looking for some help from this.
It looks like Olive is maybe just playing some defense. Ooh.
Ooh.
For the second time, Hanny just blows through that wall.
And
oh
all
my
that
goodness.
confusion, Olive gets out, but not before the end of the jam. Was she able to pick up any points? Let's see how many Hanny was able to pick up, because that was a very good jam for the Bombshells, able to increase their lead.
Hanny picks up 9 points, which is great because the points spread has gotten very small.
That is Antifa, your captain of the Coffin Draggers, and
Tornado Alley for the Bombshells. Oh, it looks like the Bombshells just threw a flag, though. They're challenging.
for what, I don't know.
We will wait and see. But while we're waiting to see, I just told you about our 50-50 raffle. Okay, apparently Hanny got a back block. And so they're challenging that because right now, giving up a power jam to the draggers is not good for the Bombshells. They are just bringing their lead, a little more in front. They do not want to give that up right now. But the raffle. So the AZDD raffle, we have a lot of amazing prizes tonight at our raffle prize table. And if you haven't visited the table yet, you should come on over and visit Dolly Spartan because she is very nice. And I think that... Well, we have some really interesting prizes. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're great. And you will see some league members coming around with our raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are $1 per ticket or 6 tickets for $5. And for our 50-50 cash prize raffle, tickets cost $5 a ticket or 3 tickets for $10. Also, apparently, if you buy $10 worth of tickets, you get to spin a fancy prize wheel, which looks like a lot of fun. And one of the prizes on the prize wheel is free entry into our next bout. What I'm saying is you should really buy raffle tickets because that sounds great. The penalty is upheld on Hannibal Lecture.
Which I believe means we have a power jam.
Yeah, it looks like a power jam for the draggers, which is great for the draggers in this moment. It's just what they needed. All right, we got Antifa back on the jammer line.
For this Coffin Draggers power jam!
All right, both teams are skating down a blocker.
Antifa is being very bouncy, trying to go everywhere and confuse these bombshell blockers.
She almost makes it out, but is stopped by Skid Vicious.
Her blockers are out here trying to stop the bombshells. They're successful. Antifa gets out, skating very fast, trying to make the most of the little time that she has.
She's got about 30 seconds to pick up some points. Let's see what she can do. Let's see. Oh, she gets taken to the infield, is resetting behind Skid Vicious.
This is very strong Bombshells wall.
She's definitely picked up some points, but we'll see how many she can get.
It looks like she's probably only going to get one scoring pass.
She's fast, but she's not that fast.
That was a great defensive jam for the Bombshells, and also great offensive effort by the Coffin Draggers. Good job, Tifa.
Yeah, the Bombshells did a great job shutting down that power jam. The Draggers were able to pick up 5 points, though, so that brings them within 6 points. 6. I'm bad at math, but I think I can do that math. Of the Bombshells.
Yes.
We've
that's
got
6.
Allie and Bones back on the jammer line. Okay, wait. There's some discrepancy in points, so there's an official timeout. Well, while we're waiting, I would love to tell you about Copper Star Coffee.
Copper Star Coffee is a locally owned coffee shop and cafe providing hand-blended drinks and award-winning baked goods. Visit them on the southwest corner of 7th Avenue in Heatherbray, just north of Indian School Road, for delicious coffee, tea, muffins, and their incredible homemade bagels every day.
All right, we are getting back on the track.
That was a very short official timeout, thankfully.
Got a lot of draggers in the penalty box.
Including the jammer, Antifa, which means this is a Bombshells power jam!
All right, Allie is making her way to the front, but is stopped by All of You Die, but makes it out in turn 2.
There's only 2 blockers for each team out here, which
And this is the least amount of people who can be on the track at one time.
Oh.
That may be why there was a timeout before, because that's a lot of penalties.
Allie stepped off the track, so she's going to have to reset. The draggers have a wall. They did. Now they're split up. They're going to have to reset. Allie is out again, coming around for her second scoring pass. This is going to be a close one. Maybe this will only be a 5-point power jam for the Bombshells as well.
Yeah, the draggers are trying to keep that pack fast.
That was a very good jam for the Coffin Draggers. They, what's the word? They killed the penalty, kind of eye for eyed it.
The Bombshells were only able to pick up 5 points. And
oh my gosh.
did Allie get a penalty?
Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of power jams. So we got Hellatrix Lestrange up on the track. Several people coming off the track as well. A light pack again. Hopefully they can skate clean this time. We'll see. But Strange is already out before we get to turn 1.
Strange looks very determined. Oh!
And they fly past the pack.
I think this is definitely going to be a more than 5-point power jam. Oh! Meeting a little bit of resistance in the front.
Oh, all right.
But they are out again.
Strange is able to push them out of play.
This is also great offense by the Coffin Draggers. They're doing a very good job of making sure Strange meets very little resistance. Ooh.
All right, Strange almost blows through the wall, but gets stopped by Dirty Carrie and Scaren Jaeger. And then it looks like time has run out on the clock. A very successful power jam for the Draggers.
We're getting a timeout from the Coffin Draggers.
It looks like looks like 14 points for the Draggers.
Which means that they are now in the lead.
Coffin Draggers currently have 62 points. Bombshells are at 59. Except for it looks like we might have another power jam.
What is that, 4 in a row?
At least. I think it might be 5.
Oh, dear God.
It's a lot of power jams. Someday we'll have 2 jammers on the track. And not right now, but someday. So we'll assume that 15.
Alrighty, we got Skid Vicious up here for the Bombshells Power Jam.
Ooh, I think this is the first time Skid has jammed tonight.
Woo! Let's hear some love for Skid Vicious.
I think they might just be hoping that Skid doesn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
And also to bring back that Bombshell lead. All right, Skid is out before we get to turn 2. Very slow pack, which is good for Skid.
All right.
Oh, there she goes.
She
Oh my
made
goodness.
that. That is awesome. Go Skid.
My heart stopped because she did, and then maybe she didn't, but she did, and she's coming around
She
for
tripped
more.
a little at the end, but I mean, she made it.
All right, she's pushing on the high, cuts low, gets stopped by Remy.
Oh.
Ooh, and Reckless Rose
I was gonna-
takes Skid to the infield. Ooh, and then Skid falls on the track.
Get up, Skid.
She's got a little under 10 seconds left. I think something might be wrong with her skate. Oh, maybe her lace got messed up, is what we have heard. For the fact that her skate was messed up, she did a pretty good job.
It looks like she skated clean, though, everybody.
Yeah, we got 2 jammers on the track. 2 jammers on the track.
Yeah.
And that is Dirty Carry. And number 18, Embezzlement.
Woo!
Oh, and guys, Bombshells are back in the lead, by the way.
Yeah.
Got a lead change.
I did not hear enough cheering.
Yeah,
for
very
for
unenthusiastic.
a clean jam. Come on. Thank you.
All right, both jammers are fighting against some strong walls, but Em is pushing them out of play and is out in turn 1. She wants to lead change again. Em is coming around to score some points.
Dirty
but
Carey gets out on the high.
Em is
Just-
fighting her way against thigh voltage. Oh,
Oh!
calls it off.
Just as Emma was about to call it off, she got a hit from Ash Smash'em.
And Em was able to pick up 5 points. It is not a lead change, but it's close. Bombshells have 68 points. Draggers have 67. And we've got Reckless Rose on the jammer line for the Draggers.
And Tornado Alley for the Bombshells.
This seems like it will be the last jam of the quarter, but we'll see. Oh, Rose tries to whip off Batty and then falls, but still manages to get out in turn 1. Minor kind of stops her own jammer for a second. But Rose is coming around to get some points right as Allie gets out. Ooh, and Jaeger sends it to the infield. Rose calls it off before Allie can get any points because she's coming in hot. Ooh, guys, we got another lead change. Draggers are in the lead by 2 points. Woo! Draggers 70, Bombshells 68. All right, we are getting back to the roller derby action. We have Skid Vicious back on the jammer line for the Bombshells.
And that is All of You Die for the Coffin Draggers.
All right, Olive is hitting that red wall in the back. Skid's taking her time to see what's happening. Is fighting her way in the front against Antifa. Oh, and as Skid is fighting, Olive gets out first.
This looks like a jammer race. Olive is going to try to skate as fast as she can and get points before. Look, she called it. I don't know if she was able to get any points.
Been able to pick up a point, but it's not. We're not sure yet. Oh, she was able to pick up 1 whole point, bringing the Draggers lead to 3 points.
That is not Hannibal Lecter. That is Dirty Carrie.
And that is Bones on the jammer line for the Draggers. Look, we know who the Bombshells are. We do.
Ooh, Dirty Carrie did some defense there and hit Bones.
Gets out right before turn 1, fighting her way against Strange. Bones is still fighting her way against Hannibal Lecter. Gets past Hanny, but now has to go up against Jaeger as Carrie is scoring some points. There's a tumble in the turn, and Carrie's able to get out. She has 25 more seconds to get some points.
Bones has not gotten out yet as Carrie approaches the pack for her second scoring pass.
All right, it looks like Carrie's going to score at least a handful of points. Oh, gets out again. She does only have 8 seconds.
She decides to call it and keep some time on the board.
Ooh, hey guys, we have another lead change. The Bombshells are now in the lead with 78 points to the Draggers 71.
This is going to be a very close game tonight.
All right, jamming for the Bombshells is number 6, Tornado Alley.
And jamming for the Coffin Draggers is Reckless Rose.
Ooh, all right, we've got some penalties on both teams. Got only 3 oh, maybe not. Who knows? Up and down and up and down. Oh, okay, I see we had 2 penalties on the Bombshells. This may be the Draggers' chance to close that gap a little bit. Rose is fighting against Skid Vicious, but manages to get out in turn 2. Oh, but
there goes Allie out of the pack. Allie is very fast. Let's see if Reckless Rose is going to make it.
Oh, and Rose tries it. Don't know if it works, but she tried it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some tumbling going on in the box. We've got Scare and Jaeger. Oh. Okay, yes, we have Scare and Jaeger in the box. Or not in the box, on the jammer line.
And Hellatrix Lestrange for the Coffin Draggers. Also on the jammer line.
Nobody scored any points that last jam, so Bombshells are still in the lead. Jaeger is fighting to try to get some more points. Oh, but Strange is right behind them. This is a very intense jammer race. Bombshells were in the back, and so by the time Jaeger got up to the Coffin Draggers while in the front, Strange would have been scoring points in the back, so it was just better for Jaeger to call it off.
It also looked like Strange might have been able to overtake Jaeger as far as speed. So, yes, the smart thing was to call it.
Another 0-point jam. We've got 5 Voltage back on the jammer line.
And Antifa for the Coffin Draggers.
All right, Antifa is running her way through the pack and gets out.
Antifa is your lead jammer. Meanwhile, Voltage is stuck in the pack.
Ooh, and Volty is pushing against All Beef Batty and makes it out in turn 3.
They get out of the pack, making a liar out of me.
Tifa is picking up some points, but calls it off because Volti was right there.
That is Scaren Jaeger and All of You Die on the jammer lines.
You know, for all the mixing up we've been doing with Bombshells, we have not mixed up High Voltage and Scaren Jaeger. So
I know.
That's usually the mix-up.
I don't get it. They're
Hey.
two very different people.
Well, we mixed up Carrie and Hanny. So.
You know,
All right, Bombshells are out. Oh, but Olive is out right behind Jaeger. Jaeger is just calling it off. Like, not worth it. That's fair. 0 points all around. We got Tornado Alley back out for the Bombshells. And Bones out for the Coffin Draggers.
I was distracted.
Mary's like, what am I going to eat when I get home? Ooh, Allie is playing some jammer on jammer offense right away. Ooh, and makes it past Aunt Tifa.
Meanwhile, Bones gets out on the low, and Gold Digger tries to hit, but that is not successful. Bones is out as Allie. Ooh!
And Swift was able to stop the Draggers from making a wall in the back.
That was smooth, just sliding out
Some
on the
very
high.
wonderful offense from Swift and some
Yeah.
great jamming from Allie.
For the Bombshells, that is actually Hannibal Lecture.
And we've got Hellatrix Lestrange out for the Draggers. Bombshells were able to pick up 4 points in that last jam.
Increasing their lead to 82.
Ooh, and Strange hops out right away. I don't know if you saw, but I saw Strange and Remy making some eye contact and being like, "You gotta take that low, right?" Reffy saw. It happened, and it worked.
Ooh. Meanwhile, Hanny is able to get back on the track because All of You Die also came off after hitting her.
Strange is trying to get back on to call it, but then got hit off before they could call it. But you know what? It looks like Strange was able to pick up some points. So good for them. 3 whole points. Guys, this game is within 5 points. This is very stressful.
That is Tornado Alley and Antifa.
All right,
Ooh.
Antifa is running, but is against Skid in the front. That's not a good place to be. Allie is running out in turn 2.
And Antifa is out.
Allie's calling it off. Bombshells are in the lead. She's like, I don't need this.
That is Psychosis for the first time tonight, I believe.
This is Psychosis's first season with the Coffin Draggers.
Woo!
Not her first game, but her first season. And you know
And-
what? It's also Scaren Jaeger's first season with the Bombshells, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both trying to get out on the high. Very slow moving pack happening. I think Jaeger's trying to play some defense. Whatever
Looks
they're
like
doing, it's working for them.
Colette
so.
Razorcat is all up in Scaren Jaeger's business, not letting her get out, not letting them get out.
Look, being behind Razorcat is not a place you want to be. I've done it, and I hate it.
Meanwhile,
Oops.
Psychosis is able to break through.
Sis hops on out. Oh, my goodness. Bombshells weren't even paying attention. Jaeger still fighting, still behind Razorcat. But Jaeger's very fast, so we'll see what happens. Sis hits that wall hard, and her bench is yelling at her to call it, which is fair.
I believe Psychosis was able to pick up a point.
We'll see. I haven't seen one yet. We have All of You Die.
And
On the-
High Voltage.
I don't know if Sis was able to pick up any points.
She did not.
Okay, I was like, according to the scoreboard. Oh, and High Voltage gets out right away. Ooh, and Olive is almost out but gets pinned by Skid, and then Gold Digger. And Volti's coming around to score some points.
All of you die is playing some jammer defense right now.
And Volti is fighting her way one by one, gets caught up by Tifa.
Looks like Rose is coming to help Tifa, making a black wall.
And then gets taken off the track by Reckless Rose. She's definitely scored some points. Olive looks like she's not trying to get out anymore, but who knows?
Olive is out now with a few seconds left, but that doesn't matter because Volti
calls it off. It doesn't matter. Volti picks up 5 whole points.
Woo!
She even got that jammer point.
That is Dirty Carry.
Yes, it is.
For the Bombshells.
And we've got Rickety Bones out for the Draggers. Bombshells have pulled ahead to a 10-point lead. Carrie is playing some jammer defense. Oh, but Bones is slipping on through anyway. Maybe not. Taken to the infield by Hannibal Lecture.
Dirty Carry is able to slip through.
Razor Cat was trying to stop her in the front, but Carrie was just too fast. Oh, Bones fought their way through. And
Dirty
the Draggers
Carry
are trying
is
to
coming
speed it up.
Yeah, Dirty Carry is coming through to get some points. Got all of the pack points, was able to slip through.
Ooh, and Bombshells picked up 4 more points. And we've got Tornado Alley on the jammer line for the Bombshells.
And Hellatrix Lestrange for the Coffin Draggers.
Red R down a skater. Is down a skater?
It looks like that's Hannibal Lecture in the penalty box.
What
for the
did she
Bombshells.
do? Oh, man. Ooh, Allie gets caught up behind Aunt Tifa. And a strong wall of draggers in the back. Oh.
Meanwhile,
And
Hellatrix Lestrange gets out.
Somehow,
Volti is out of play in the front.
she's like 30 feet out of play in the front.
Ooh.
Ooh, but Allie slides on through.
I think Strange got all the points and called it.
And I think Volti needs to stop listening to me. Don't get distracted. Bob told me I had to stop talking about you because it was distracting you. I'm telling what's happening.
Yeah, Sandy.
I gotta leave her alone apparently. But Jaeger is on the track for the Bombshells.
Meanwhile, that is Scarin Jaeger and
That is Raul Juke jamming for the Draggers.
for the first time tonight.
And Jaeger gets out. Oh, Raul Juke also gets out. Maybe like half a track behind. Jaeger's gonna try to score some points. Hits a wall. Hits another. Calls it off.
That
Oh my
is
goodness, that's a quarter break.
That is the end of the third quarter.
That flew by. Oh my goodness. All right, we will have a 5-minute quarter break. During our quarter break, I would love to tell you about Siphon Draw Apothecary. They are an all-natural, non-toxic, handcrafted skincare products made by our very own Dale de los Muertos. We want to shout out this sponsor for providing us with hand sanitizer for our entire season, keeping us safe with clean hands. Visit siphondraw.com for their incredible products. Also, unless I am mistaken, the Coffin Draggers are still doing a fundraiser for Siphon Draw Apothecary, so you could also just ask a Coffin Dragger and they could probably hook you up with some products for a price, but you know.
I love Siphon Draw Apothecary.
I already
Action starting the fourth quarter here. The Hall of Dames. I see Reckless Rose coming to the line for the Coffin Draggers.
Ooh, and just Reckless Rose.
It looks like we have a power jam coming on. My name is Kills Bill. I'll be joining you for the last of this bout and the next of the juniors bout.
All right, Rose is the only one who can score points this jam. She's going to try to close that lead for the Coffin Draggers. Ooh, and she gets out in turn 2.
Rose taking advantage of the bottom of the track while the other teams pick up speed behind her.
In roller derby, you can only get so far away from the other players without being out of play or splitting the pack. And Rose tries or jumps over the coping.
Still plenty of time to get around the track for Rose. Pack stalling out outside of turn 2.
Ooh, and she just skates past, untouched. Coming around for some more points. She's got 10 seconds left. Ooh, all right. She at least picked up a few points there, but let's see how many she got. Ooh, and Rose picked up almost enough points to put the Draggers back in the lead. Bombshells currently have 94, Draggers 93.
Hellatrix Lestrange coming to the line for the Draggers again.
And Skarin Jaeger for the Bombshells.
Skarin Jaeger. Jaeger tries the low side, gets bounced around a little bit. Strange followed her out.
Oh.
Strange gets out, though, and they're in the lead. They're your lead jammer.
And Jaeger's out about half a track, maybe, behind them. Bombshells are trying to stay in the front, keep their points away. But Embezzlement's trying to hold some in the back for her teammate. And the Draggers are able to pick up 4 more points. And now the Draggers are in the lead.
Back and forth, exciting roller derby. I see Tornado Alley coming to the line for the Bombshells.
And all of you die for the Draggers. Allie tries to get out on the low, but it's stopped by Remy Ruckus and is now fighting against Razor Cat on the high.
Alley gets tangled up with Remy on the bottom of the track. Olive gets out, though, coming out of turn 2.
And Allie gets taken off the track by Razor Cat, who then comes off the track herself, so Allie hops back on.
Olive starts a scoring pass here.
Olive is caught up behind Skid Vicious. And Glen Coco. Sorry, I just couldn't tell who the other person was. It was Gwen Coco. Up on the jammer line for the Bombshells is Dirty Carrie.
That's Hellatrix Lestrange back out there.
Draggers got a few more points to strengthen their lead.
Both Strange and Carrie get knocked off the track at the back, get back on, reestablish. Carrie gets out, though, is your lead jammer.
Strange is right behind them, though,
right
so
behind
Carrie
her,
calls
hot
it
on her-
off.
Hot on their tail, exactly. So we're going to reset jam.
All right, we've got Reckless Rose back on the track. And it looks like maybe just Rose. Oh, or it's a timeout. Well, while the Bombshells are having their timeout, I'm going to let you guys know about Persephone's Temptation. There are spiritual candles, spiritual custom candles inspired by Greek gods, soaps, earrings, charms, and other handmade gifts. Visit them in our vendors row next to our merch booth.
Hey, Derby fans, I want to tell you about Skatewell. Skatewell is a social support community for skaters and refs to help raise mental health awareness and provide resources for those in need. Our mission is to assist others to be well on wheels. Visit them in our vendor row next to our merch booth. That's Skatewell.
All right, we've got Reckless Rose back out on the jammer line for the Draggers.
I see Volti out there for the Bombshells.
Rose is trying to sneak her way through the Bombshells. Volti is fighting against Razorcat and Antifa. Both jammers are still stuck in the pack, but Rose is pushing them forward.
Rose doing battle with Skid and Gypsy Danger at the front of the pack. Rose getting a little bit of help from her teammates and is able to get out.
Rose is a little less than 30 seconds to come around and score some points. And Thigh Voltage is still fighting her way in the front. Red is trying to make a wall in the back.
Rose gets taken up to the rail by Skid again.
It's always Skid.
It's always Skid.
It's always Skid. Volti finally gets out, and the clock runs out.
Bombshells are sending Skarenjaeger to the line for this jam.
It looks like the Draggers got a jammer penalty. So this is a power jam for, instead we have a timeout. So we'll see what happens. But make sure, if you're having fun tonight, that you come to our next bout on February 25th. It will feature a doubleheader that you don't want to miss. The Schoolyard Scrappers skate against the Runaway Brides, and then our Doomsday Valkyries go head-to-head with the Coffin Draggers. Follow us on social media to stay up to date on all of our future games.
Derby fans, if you're having a good time tonight and you're interested in being a part of the roller derby community, but hitting people isn't really your thing, well, our regulators are always looking for dedicated and eager minds to learn our rule set and help keep our skaters on the track safe. Our regulator team is an open gender team, and there are various levels of officiating that go on during a roller derby bout. Come be a part of the action and help our league grow. Ask any skater or any ref how to get involved.
You know, even if hitting is your thing, you can still be a regulator. All right, so it looks like Skarenjaeger is back up on the jammer line for a Bombshells power jam. They are 10 points behind the Draggers, so let's see what they can do. Oh, Jaeger gets out in turn one and is coming around to score points. Bombshells are keeping things slow. Oh, and Jaeger skates through pretty much untouched and is coming around for more. It looks like Jaeger's going to go around again. They've still got 20 seconds left.
They've still got time to put some points up here.
Bombshells are playing some great offense. Jaeger's calling it off. Bombshells did an amazing job keeping the Coffin Draggers apart in that jam. Oh, Bombshells fans, make some noise because the Bombshells are back in the lead. A 15-point power jam from Skarenjaeger.
I see Reckless Rose out there for the Draggers again.
And Tornado Alley for the Bombshells.
Both teams sitting a blocker, so got a little bit of a thinner pack.
Alley is fighting hard against Antifa. And she is pushing her. And she is out of play, and Alley just goes skating around the track. Ooh. Rose is out. A little more than half a track behind her. Skid Vicious is trying to slow down the pack. And Alley calls it off. Alley picks up 4 more points for the Bombshells.
Looks like we got another official timeout. Regulators need to dot their I's and cross their T's.
Can't make it to a bout in person? No problem. We've got a live stream for you to watch from home. Visit our Twitch channel or Facebook page to learn more. Shout out to all the fans watching on the live stream. Thank you for supporting our league at home. You know, if you have not checked out our live stream recently, I would really check it out. It's doing great. Having a great time over there on the Twitch channel. We actually have a challenge from the Coffin Draggers.
Not sure what they're challenging, but hey, I'm going to tell you about that food truck that's outside, Flying K Barbecue. Head on out there to get some really good smoked brisket and smoked meats. I owned a barbecue restaurant at one point in time in my life, and I can tell you that the barbecue out there is legit. So go out there, try it out. They also have some loaded tots, and I have it on good authority that the tots with the queso and the meat on that is amazing. So check out their delicious menu and go out there and order now.
The penalty was upheld. There's an above shoulders on some member of the Coffin Draggers. We do not know who, though. I don't know. Okay, so it was not a jammer penalty. Strange is hustling to get on the track.
Hi, Strange. Roller derby.
And then Dirty Carrie's coming up, playing some defense. And Carrie is fighting her way against All of You Die and gets out in turn 2.
Strange trying to push their way through the back of the pack and able to get out, coming out of turn 2, though. Putting the pressure on Carrie to call off the jam quickly.
Carrie is trying to get some points and calls it off. Strange was coming in hot.
I see Bones out there on the jammer line again for the Draggers. Tornado Alley taking the jammer line for the Bombshells.
Bombshells are still in the lead. Oh,
Oh, I see the challenge handkerchief or something.
we had so much fun with the last challenge, we just decided to do it again. You know, our next bout of the night features our minor assaults. And if you are between the ages of 10 and 17 and love to skate, our minor assaults are always looking for new skaters to join their team. Our coaches not only teach technique and knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills that will help in life situations far beyond roller derby. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and positive mental attitude are all we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any Arizona Derby dame how to get involved.
That's right. The next bout tonight is our minor assaults versus the Los Angeles Junior Derby Dolls. They drove down that 10 freeway to come skate against us. And if you haven't seen a full-on real junior derby bout, it's amazing. These are some of the best skaters, and there's no secret is that they're the best skaters in their league. And when they graduate out of the juniors program, they go right on to all-star teams. And a number of these skaters out here on the track were juniors with us, and you can see the caliber and the quality of the skating. So you better stick around for that second bout tonight because it's going to be awesome.
As an adult skater, the minors intimidate me. It's the truth. They are all very talented. All right, the Bombshells were challenging some points, but it seemed to be unsuccessful. So Bombshells are still sitting at 113 points. Coffin Draggers 104.
Still about 3.5 minutes left in this bout.
It's very stressful. We've got all of you die back on the jammer line for the Coffin Draggers.
Changing it up now, going against Tornado Alley.
Alley
tries the low
almost.
side.
Oh, yeah, and then gets hit off the
Gets
track
knocked
by
off
Razor Cat.
Razor Cat.
Razor Cat is really holding it down. Oh, do not hit the light switch, please.
Olive gets out of turn 2, though. Olive's your lead jammer. Olive looking to claw back this lead for the Draggers.
Allie is still fighting her way, but makes it past embezzlement. Olive is coming around to try to get some points. Maybe close that lead. Ooh. And Allie's almost taking out some photographers. Sorry, I'm specifically Daniel. Some photographers. We have Scaren Yeager on the jammer line for the Bombshells. And Helitrix Lestrange for the Coffin Draggers. Both jammers are fighting it hard in the back. Strange, makes it out but takes a tumble. Has to get past Impaler Swift. Oh, but hops back on. And Yeager is still fighting their way, but makes it out. Remy is trying to play some good O, but Strange doesn't even need it. They just fly through. Draggers managed to pick up some points. And there is a ref coming up to call a timeout for the Draggers. It looks like Helatrix Lestrange is in the box. We've got only a minute left, minute and a half, and a power jam at this point for the Bombshells. Well, it's just kind of what the Bombshells need in this moment.
Draggers did manage to close that score to within 5 points.
Draggers are taking a timeout. If I had to guess, if I had to get in the minds of the Draggers, I'm assuming they're trying to send up their best lineup to try to stop the Bombshells from getting a bunch of points. And I will say I see a strong lineup in that box right now.
And this late in the bout, anything goes. You're going to send everybody and anybody.
Of course, the Draggers taking this timeout also allows the Bombshells to prepare their best possible lineup. Bombshells are down 1. Sometimes I hear Al say things very loudly and then I just repeat them for the audience.
Al's brilliant.
I got the Al thumbs up of approval on that one. All right, we got Skid Vicious up on the jammer line for the Bombshells Power Jam.
The Draggers do have a full complement of blockers, so they'll see if they can wall up quickly.
Very slow moving pack so far, which is good for the Bombshells. Oh, Skid runs out and makes it through. The Draggers were trying to recycle to catch her, but they just couldn't do it. Bombshells are trying to keep a skater in the back, but they get out. And Skid is coming around, trying to score some points. All right, let's see.
Draggers trying
She
to wall
only
up
needs a
now.
few.
Skid looking for some help to break up that wall.
All right, all she's got to do is push him out of play, and they are close. They are out of. Okay, now they're out of play. They were, and then they weren't, and then they were, and then they weren't.
Yeah, split pack for a half a second, and then back to normal.
Man, this has been a great defensive wall from the Coffin Draggers.
Amazing defense by the Draggers there.
Ooh, and Skid only picked up 4 points. She was not even able to pass. Ooh.
And Skid picked up something else.
Oh, my goodness. I don't want to look. Skid is in the box. This is a power jam for the Draggers. But also, don't look now. The game clock has run out. There was time left. There was time left on the clock. So that means, like, it's out now, but there will be another jam. As far as there was 10 seconds. There should be another jam. But this will be the last one unless we have a tie or a penalty jam. Look, I'm just repeating what Al's telling me. I said it first, but Al nodded, so I'm assuming I'm right. Looks like the Bombshells have more than one penalty. This might be just what the Coffin Draggers need. And we have all of you die up on the jammer line. Speaking of former minor assaults who are very talented at skating,
Right.
all
Both
of you
teams
die.
only skating 3 blockers on this.
Ooh, Olive runs into Hannibal Lecture, but gets out in turn 1.
Draggers able to hold Gypsy Danger at the back of the pack, slowing down the pack as Olive comes in for their scoring pass.
Ooh, and Olive makes it out, gets some points.
She needs 4.
Gets taken to the rail by Hannibal Lecture, but manages to make it out. And then hits a strong 3-wall in the back. Has 5 seconds left. Gets taken to the infield, and that is the clock. That is 14 points for the Coffin Draggers, which means they have taken the lead. The game might not be over. It depends. There is sometimes a penalty jam. If the team in the lead gets a penalty and the team who is not in the lead does not, we will have a penalty jam. And right now it looks like the Draggers may have a penalty. Oh, never mind. Both teams had penalties, so your winner tonight are the Coffin Draggers.
Derby fans, come down to the track and congratulate your favorite skaters. These teams leave it all out there on the track, and look at that, what a close, great bout. She's at UC San Diego.
This is the Coffin Draggers' first win of the season. Let's hear some noise for the Bombshells as well. They put up a great fight. It was an extremely close game.